It's now just a little over 4 months to the start of the 2023 African Cup of Nations, and we do have to ask some pertinent questions. Top of that list is who will be the coach in the absence of Jose Peseiro? Well, we have some questions for you in this episode. My name is Amide Shotubo, and this is the Nutmeg on GuardianTV. And now, of course, Johnson Ifelua joins me once again, and it's pretty sad that, Jose Peseiro's conundrum has lingered on, and now it seems that the mantle falls naturally on Austin Eguavoen as technical director of the Nigerian Football Federation to handle the coaching duties. But how does this make you feel? Do you think we're making, how many steps backward? I would like to know how many steps backward you reckon we're making.
As a Nigerian, I'm talking basically as a Nigerian now, not even as a sport analyst, as a Nigerian, having to see a regular face, time after time after time again, I'm getting fed up with these decisions, because I think it just has to start with the structure of the NFF. When it comes to administration in Nigeria, it has been so poor, but we hope that in the future it will be better. But this appointment, if you get to taking Austin Eguavoen back, you are going 3 steps backward.
Okay. Because
he was in that particular position earlier, and I could say that Nigeria were actually playing well. I could see the gelling. Now we are playing the 4-3-3 formation. Then you saw how explosive Moses Simon was, and Samuel Chukwueze playing at the left wing, doing crosses. I saw a new pattern of play, but they didn't allow it to last long just because of that crashing out of that World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
And they let him go. Brought in an unknown Jose Peseiro before.
Jose Peseiro, we do hear speculations that he's been owed up to 4 months of salary, $70,000 per month is the wage that he receives from the NFF.
Yeah, for him and his team, actually.
And now, of course, we cannot, go out there to look for a foreign coach. Obviously, we do not have the financial capacity for that at this time. But before we talk about who would be the likely replacement for Jose Peseiro now, the flashback that I have of the Super Eagles under Austin Eguavoen, I remember us crashing out of the World Cup, and it was catastrophic. How do you reckon that we field a team under possibly Austin Eguavoen or perhaps any other coach? We never know what NFF has in mind.
If Jose Eguavoen gets to be the man at the helms of the team, yeah, he will probably go with his regular faces.
You're clearly laying down a marker now as per likely faces that
yes.
we could. But how about we go this way? It's a dead rubber game against Sao Tome and Principe next week. Right?
Yes, it is.
You don't have to use your best players or any. These players within the local leagues, I'm talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League, for instance, they deserve a cap. Why not give them the chance to showcase what they've got? Representing Nigeria, I think the last time we faced Sao Tome and Principe, we defeated them 10-0. Let's see what the MPFL guys can do, isn't it?
Yeah, some of them were looking to make their debut, when Jose Peseiro came to watch the MPFL, the MPFL Super 6, the Nigeria Super 8. We saw him coming every single time.
But now Jose Peseiro is no longer there as it seems.
Yeah, and then some people hope to make their debut, but for some of those players, maybe they'll be looking at this particular fixture to, the likes of Divine Wanchukwu was called up from Bendel Insurance. He hoped to have made his debut there. He plays as a midfielder in that particular one.
There are a lot of players that deserves a chance when you look at it. Which now leads me to this question now. Obviously, the approach that the appointment will take for a new coach is going to be critically scrutinized over time. Yeah. And also, who should occupy that vacant position is a big question mark as well. But who do you reckon as the ideal coach with all these surrounding factors? Who do you reckon, of course, with the African Cup of Nations just under 140 days away, who do you think should be preparing this team for that tournament?
I think it still has to boil down to the same people, but local coaches. I think a local coach would do well, and I'm talking about my suggestion.
This suggestion might be popular amongst us, but the decision makers, we do not know.
My suggestion might be quite controversial, because I'll be tipping Emmanuel Amunike. Amunike,
It's
yes.
not controversial when you look at the level of experience
he has. But you know, if you look at, he was sacked by his last Tanzanian club. Yes, Vanaco was sacked by them.
Yeah,
So some people might still put that into perspective, somebody that was sacked. But then, aside that, he has coached most of these players that are playing now. When they were younger, 2015, the under-17.
I'm also trying to think up some other names. So there's a George Finidi who would also garner some kind of support.
I think you have favorites with
There's
you.
also I particularly fancy the homegrown names like the likes of Paul Ofo.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
Why not? Why not try?
It's just 1 year into Sporting Lagos.
I know this sounds like a wild card, but why not try something new, something different, something progressive? The problem with Nigerian football for me has always been that we are not particular about progression. We want to win instantly. It's not going to happen. And that has been proven over time. So the question is, why not try something different with these young guys? Put them into the role, build them, make them do a lot of,
Give them time.
Give them time.
I think I will now have to. So back to your conclusion.
To be fair, I know Nigerians will want to hear this, but I do not particularly think we're going to win that tournament. We need to build, we need to plan ahead. It's not just going to be about.
Look at what the Moroccans did. Look at what the Moroccans did with the coach.
Senegalese, you can mention these guys.
You know, the Moroccans are the ones, right now, the women's football on the 17 or the 20, they're doing a whole lot there, and this did not come in a day.
Yeah.
The young coach who took them to the semi-final, he did not just get there one day and, you know, the team just got the result. No, it gives him time. So I think I'll be buying into your Paul Offer suggestion. Possibly, could he be the one to spur us into greater heights? Yeah.
Well, we did speak with the chairman of Sporting Lagos recently, and we saw, you know, how he emerged in the picture. But it remains to be seen. It's up to the decision makers. We've made our suggestion, and thank you for watching. Well, this is how we have to bring this episode to a close. You can follow us for more of this content and even more right here on Guardian Nigeria. And also, you can subscribe. Yeah, absolutely subscribe to this channel. And also hit the notification buttons to get all our latest content. My name is Abide Shotubo. Thank you very much, Josh and Felua, for being
my
here.
pleasure.
And thank you for watching. See you.